On this episode of DIY Willy, we're going to get back on the Mega Moto Minibike, the 224cc version. Alright guys, so we're going to get back on our mini bike. Let's take a look at some of the parts we got for it. I picked up some street tires. There's some Michelins. Let's see their size. Let's see, what size are they? They're 3.50 size tires for the 8-inch rim. They got a speed rating of about 62 miles an hour. I think the tread pattern is going to be a lot better on the road than the knobbies that we're using right now. Even though knobbies are fine, this thing does not want to stop. So I think this tire will have a bigger contact patch to the ground, and hopefully allow the mini bike to stop better. It may also ride a little smoother, having more of a smoother tire. So we're gonna put those on. Again, those are Michelins. Looking forward to having those on the mini bike. Probably won't get to those on this video. There's a lot of things I got to do to put those on. At least I have split rims, so it makes installation really easy. I've got a piece of sheet metal here. This, if you've seen my other videos, I turned this into an exhaust, a muffler, and I'll show again how I do that. Get that out of the way right now. It's got a lot of reflection. Let's take a look in the box, the magic box. So this is the muffler insert I use, and there it is right there. It's a baffle with fiberglass wrap, 2-inch OD. Part numbers right there. I picked this up on the Amazon, and I use one on Mighty, and I've got an idea to make it a little bit better. I think yeah, I think I'm gonna do like a chamber before to help muffle it out just a little bit more. And it really is not, it's straight through. I mean, it really shouldn't affect the flow at all, and it'll make the bike sound a lot different. Let's see what else. Okay, now if we're looking at the bike. We look at the bike. I took the throttle off. I'm using it on the Briggs & Stratton engine right now, so I don't have a throttle mechanism. And one of the complaints when we did the last video, the test run, the high-speed run, is that the throttle had too much play in it. You know, it was almost a half-inch before it would actually pull, and it's way too much play. So what I looked at is a NIBBI twist throttle. It's a NIBBI adjustable throttle, handlebar, red. Of course, the bike has a lot of red on it, so I stuck with the red. And I didn't just get the NIBBI because I have the NIBBI carburetor. I got it because it does have the adjustable feature to it that allows to tighten up the cable and get rid of some of the play. Let's take a look at it. Let's see if I can get it open with one hand. You know, it's a really nice piece. Really nice. NIBBI bolts on. It's all aluminum. I like the where the grips go. I like that sound. Yeah, but it's a really nice piece, and we definitely get this installed. But we'll show you more about the inside of that later. I picked up a new cable. This is a GoFit good fitting cable. The reason I bought this cable is it's got the band on the end that will work better with the NIBBI throttle. You'll see more in the video to come. I picked up some grips. Now again, these are NIBBI. I didn't just get them because they say NIBBI on them. I got them because these go well with that grip, or that twist throttle. So yeah, we'll be getting these on. They look pretty nice. Just turns out that everything's NIBBI. And then we got to put front brakes on this thing. This thing just does not want to stop. So I picked up a rotor. I picked up the front disc master cylinder and caliper. It's a 2-piston caliper for the front. Should come extra pads. Yeah, there they are. and everything to put the front brakes on the front. I picked up a new wheel hub. This is the Azusa 4.5 brake drum with flange. This will adapt the brake rotor and everything to the wheel that we have down there, because there's no place to put it on the front. So I have to drill out the holes and mount the drum there, and that'll give me a place. That'll give me a place to mount the rotor and everything, just like this one. So yeah, it's going to turn out really nice. I did the same thing on Mighty, and Mighty stops. Oh, it's beautiful how fast it stops. It just feels so much better to ride. So I got the drum, the caliper, and master cylinder, the rotor. What else is in this box? Oh, the adapter. This is came from Cart Supply. I picked this all up off Amazon. You can get it from OMB Warehouse or GoPowersports, but I picked this all up on Amazon for convenience. This happens to be from Cart Supply. It's a universal mini bike and go-kart split sprocket adapter black. So it will match the one that's on the rear wheel, and we'll have front brakes on the front. But I'll put that all together, and the new tires all at the same time. It's a lot of work to get all the measurements right and to get the parts fit in there. And then the tires, because we're split rim, we'll use the tubes that are on the bike already for these tires, and I won't have any problem mounting it. Some people claim when they have the tubeless rims that because they wrap them this way and they pull the beads together, that it's really hard to get the beads to seat on the rim. But since I have tubes, the tubes will do that work for me. I won't have to worry about it, so this will work fine for me. And our box is empty. That's all we got for today. Anyway, that's a good bunch of parts. Put them back in the box. I'm gonna definitely work on the twist throttle right now, and maybe I'll start work on the muffler. I have a video where I bend the sheet metal to fit the muffler, and I may show that today if we get a chance to. But I'll definitely be putting the hand grips on there, throttle cable, and the NIBBI twist throttle on the mini bike. So we'll have a throttle back on there. If you remember, I took the other one off for the Briggs and Stratton. So yeah, let's get busy. Let's get this stuff put on. Oh, I wanted to show something else. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there's little raised spots where something was hitting on the inside of the engine. There's a couple spots everywhere. Here. Yeah, I forgot that there is a bolt inside here that fell off. I believe it was when I put the intake manifold on. I'm not sure. Maybe it was when I put this one on. But there's a bolt inside, and I forgot it's there. So as the engine's running, I guess it gets it every once in a while and kicks it up. And that's a sign right there that the raised spots. Oh man, I sure hope it hasn't damaged the flywheel, you know. Oh, it's even got some over here. Look, big old dents right there where this thing is. And here, oh my gosh, it's been beating around in there on the bottom too. So yeah, I'm going to be taking this cover off and inspecting the flywheel and getting that bolt out of there before we go riding again. All right, let's go get the tools, and we'll get this throttle cable installed and move on to the next step. All right guys, so we're going to get this throttle on. I got the cable out ready. Here's the throttle, the twist throttle. And remember what I said is I chose this one because of its adjustability, and I'll show you when I get it open. So you open it with the 4mm Allen wrench. Just give it a twist, pull the screws out. Kind of set my Allen wrench there to keep it from rolling away. So the reason I picked this one is because of its adjustability. All the places you can put the cable, I like that. And that'll take the play out that the other one had. The other one had almost a 1/2 inch of play before the throttle would pull. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this set up. I'll set this on here. We'll get the cable set up. Here's the cable. With this is a little more than 90 but or less than 90. I don't know how you want to say it, but it's not 90. It's not 45 either. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in this piece first. Get it in there and get it threaded on, and screw it down as far as it'll go, because the jam nut will lock it into place when we're ready. As you can see right there, if you were to put it on the bike, the cable will be pointing the wrong way, so just give it a twist back where you want it. We want it to point that way towards the left side of the bike, so then we can tighten the jam nut up and hold the cable right there. Now I'll get this with a wrench and really tighten it down, but that'll hold it in place where we need it. Now I know this had about a 1/2 inch of play in it, so I'm going to go to the 3rd notch right away and give that a shot. I think that will be my best option. Just push it back down inside like that. We can put the cap back on and start the screws only. We don't want to tighten it up yet. We don't want to tighten it up until it's on the handlebars. Right. Just like that. And make sure this is still facing. It's a little bit loose, remember. And I don't know if you noticed, but I did have to, the powder coating on the handlebars was too much, and it wouldn't have, this would fit on, but it wouldn't turn. So now that I've took some sandpaper and sanded the powder coating smooth, it goes on really nice, and it'll work perfectly. So we'll get this tightened down. Like I said, it'll work perfectly. It's not working. Why isn't it working? Let me open it up and see why. I think I just had it in the wrong spot. There we go. Put it back on. Now it's working. Tighten it down. I want the NIBBI on top, so I'm going to tighten it down right there. Again, I don't have any torque specs. We'll just tighten it up until it doesn't move anymore, and we'll run the cable. Jam nut keeps loosening up. So I'll stick the cable through the handlebars, through the forks, run them along the side. Now, since my carburetor is mounted high, I take the seat off so that I can run the cable right through here. And we'll just pull the top off the carburetor. Isn't that a beautiful carburetor? I love this thing. Pull the slide out, and I'm gonna set the side. I'm gonna set that slide over there, and I'm gonna get the cable. Now you got to push the cable through, push it all the way in, get it seated up there. You'll feel it when it stops. Push it all the way in. There we go. Get the spring. Now here's the hard part. There's not much left there because I put so much of it inside, but I think it'll work. So we have that little washer there. Put it on top, pull the spring down, find the slide. You got that little hole right there that this goes into. Fit it in, pull it through, and they go. All the parts will go right into place where they're supposed to go. Now we can line up the slot on the side at the inside of the carburetor. And which side of the fuel cable should it go on? Maybe on this side? On this side. Let's try this side. twist it back on. Now you don't have to wrench it down. Just get it nice and tight. There we go. Now I'll take some zip ties and I'll zip tie this out of the way. And then we put the seat back in and it holds it in nice and neat. A little bit of slack, so it holds it up like that. So how does it feel? Oh yeah. There's like no play. That's perfect. That was a perfect notch. I like that a lot. Okay, so we can tighten up all these jam nuts. We'll get these all tight so it doesn't adjust anymore. We're good. Now, the grips. I don't know the best way to put the grips on. See if it says in here. Not really. Maybe I'll use some WD-40. Yeah, it doesn't really give you any instructions. I think they use like WD-40 or soap or something, I guess. They're pretty warm right now in the sun. One is going to be a 1" and one is going to be a 7/8. The 1" should be for the grab here, and the other one will be on this side. I got to take that one off. I want to save that one, so I got to find a way to get it off. But let's see if we can get this one on. I know WD-40 probably does the trick, but seems to be going on okay. How about saliva? Saliva is like the magical lubricant, you know? We use that for everything. I want the NIBBI on top. We'll have this pointed down. Let's just give it a little try here. That worked really good. What? That worked really good. Yeah, I like it. Wop. All right. Now, how do I get the other one off? Oh, my seat. I think you can take some air, right, and blow some air in there, and it'll slide off. Been on there for a while. I'll put it in the sun as well, and I'll get my air compressor started and we'll give it a shot. All right, I'll come back to you when I got it done. Okay, so I got the cable installed. I got it zip tied kind of into place. I got the new grips on. I did end up cutting the old one off. It just would not come off. And I tried to twist it off and wound up damaging it right here. So, well, there we go. One down. I'll buy another set if I need them. These work really good. I like them. Yeah, this one's drying out a little bit. It'll get stuck on there better once it gets dry. But I've got all the cabling done. I tightened these up with some crescent wrenches. Got all the play out of them, nice and tight. Now I think I need to get this cover off and get this bolt out of here before I forget about it. So let me get this open and we'll get that bolt out. Okay, so I've got the carburetor unbolted, kind of set it out of the way. I've got the last bolt out of right there. See if we can find a spot for that to sit. Now I just got to pull this off and see what's going on. Man, look inside. Can you see inside where it's been hitting? Bing, 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 bing. Bing, bing, all over inside there. Look at that. Wow. I just gotta find it. Where is it? There it is. That's what was bouncing around inside there. Oh man, I forgot it was that big. Woo, lordy. Let's inspect it. Everything. I can just see some marks. I can just see some marks here on the flywheel. But oh yeah, there's a big chip out of right there. big nick out of it right here, some right there on the edges of the blades, you can see them, and on the magnet. Let me see if I can get you closer. Can you see the big chips on there where it hit it on the magnet? All right, come on, come on. Doesn't want to turn over. There we go. Now the more chips right here where it was hitting that flywheel. You can see the scratches up on top. Man, that thing was bouncing around inside there. Doesn't look like there's any damage though, any real damage, and we're gonna go with it. Good shot of the pause coil. Yeah, so we'll put the cover back on, we'll get the carburetor back in, and start the next part of the project. Wow, that's a lot. I might put that ground right here while I've got easier access to it for the electric start. Wow. I'm sure it could have done a lot more damage than it did, but everything looks okay. That's an expensive flywheel, so I don't want to damage it. So, but everything looks okay, and I got those parts out. Should be a lot quieter now too. It's not banging around on this thing. But yeah, I'm glad we got them out. So now we're going to go ahead and check out the exhaust. On the high-speed run, at the end of the run, my booger welds gave up on the exhaust pipe to the flange, and it's loose now. So even with my support I put in there, my booger welds couldn't hold it. So I'm going to turn it around, and actually I'm embarrassed to say they're booger welds because I've been a welder for years, and I just get in a hurry and it's booger welds, and there's no excuses. I just get in a hurry and throw a bunch of crap on there, and it holds for a while, and I'm good. I'm a better welder than that. So hopefully this time I'll take my time and get it done a lot better. I mean, I weld these manifolds up, and they hold too. So anyway, we got this out. We're gonna take a look at those booger welds, and maybe we'll take it, start it up and take it for a ride if we can fix that exhaust. All right, let's get going. Okay, so we got the bike turned around now. You can see it's really loose, and it's all those booger welds. Like I was saying, it cracked all along the side. We'll get it off right now and we'll check it out. I'm going to take the support off first, slide it out like that. Now the pipe should come out of that, and we got an 8mm down there for the support if we need it, and then 13 on the exhaust, just so we could have the thing running and going, so we could test ride it. There's a lot of black soot. Look at that. Thing's running rich. And the fact it left soot when it broke, it left soot all there and here on the chain guard. You see that? I also took the spark plug out a couple of days ago. I'll try to put a picture of that here somewhere, of how black the spark plug is. It seems to run really good. I mean, it runs great, but it may need some adjustment on the jets again, you know, to get that dialed in right. Should come off of there now. It left the flange. Okay, talk about booger welds. There we go. Yeah. Not much penetration there. We'll fix it. There's the exhaust flange. You can see the only parts that we're holding are right here. You know, not much there. We'll get it all fixed up though. Get it welded and won't have to worry about it anymore. Let's see, where did the bolt? Gasket still looks in good shape. Look at that. Woo, baby. Oh man. That's funny. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up, and I'll probably cut it, bring it a little bit closer so it comes further, not so much center on the bike anymore. I want it to come more to the side, because I'm gonna put that other, I'm gonna make that other exhaust, that other muffler, and in doing so, to protect the battery. And I'll have to cut this and take about 1 inch or 2 inches out of this side right here to get it right. And then I may change this angle too, just to lower it down a little bit so it's not right up against the frame. I think that's what broke it, is it was vibrating against the frame. So we'll give it some more room, and we'll change our support bracket, and we'll be good. No problem. That's what we're here for, is to fabricate parts and make things better. You can see where it was getting hot right here and rusting on the turns, and all the heat piles up right there on the edges. I'll get these booger welds ground off and get back to work. This is already loose and black in there too. All right, so I'm not going to be able to finish the exhaust today. I'm not going to be able to make the new muffler. I just don't have time. You know, I've got to get ready and go to my regular job. So anyway, I did get the exhaust pipe modified. You can see it's not center anymore. I wanted it more over towards this edge, because when I put the new muffler, I wanted it away from the battery. I did have to cut it, take about 2.5 inches out of it to bring it closer this way, and then I just re-angled it to clear the frame better. We got the new welds down at the engine on the manifold. We got new welds down there, look good. These welds look good. So yeah, that's it for today. Carburetor's back on. It all looks good. However, look at my gas. The gas used to be kind of a clear or almost a real light blue color, and for some reason it's turning kind of an orange. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe shouldn't be any contaminant in there. It could be from the sun, maybe. I don't know, but something's turning the gas orange, and it should be kind of a clear or a real light blue color. Anyway, yeah, let's get the seat on it. We'll get it started up, take it for a quick ride, and end this video here. So if you like this video, putting on the NIBBI throttle, twist throttle, the new cable, and fixing the exhaust that broke for the high-speed run in the last video, give it a thumbs up, you know, and ask any question you want, leave it in the comments. And I'll always come back to DIY Willy for your mini bike needs, small engines, you know, whatever, the trucks, and many other projects that we have coming. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.